Well, it was only a matter of time, and unfortunately, that time is right now. PlayStation Plus subscribers are going to have to start paying a little more each month. I'll tell you how bad the damage is.
A sad day for all remaining Guardians as Destiny is finally shutting down. We'll talk about what's next for fans of the franchise, as well as what's next for Bungie. We'll have all this and a whole bunch more right now on Gaming News Weekly. What's up, everybody? It's time for another episode of Gaming News Weekly, the best weekly video game news show out there. Every single week, we're bringing you all the biggest news from the video game industry. My name is Erect the Red. As always, joined by Full Clip, this guy right here. What's going on, dude? How are you?
What's up? I'm doing pretty good. How are you?
I'm great. I'm excited to, have this moment. This is, it's always a highlight of my week. I was telling you before we recorded, this is a stressful week. So, I got the day off tomorrow. We're doing this now. So it's exciting. I feel refreshed, reinvigorated. You bring that out of me. I just want you to know that.
Oh, I appreciate it. Yeah. Yeah. I think I'm exuding some sort of energy right now because deep in the hours of the night last night, I accomplished something. I got 100% on Steam achievements for Gunsmith Simulator, finally. Now, when I very first played this game, they had achievements in there that didn't even make sense for what you could do in the game. It was always a problem. Mm-hmm. But here I am 3 years later, all the DLCs, all that. I got 100%, and I get to keep that for 4 more days until the next DLC drops. No.
That's funny. Yeah, I saw you bought the latest DLC. It's some word that I can't pronounce.
Yeah.
And you've been playing it quite a bit. Yeah, I did see, I'll see you on Steam. I'll pop on there and I'll see you on there. I'm like, this motherfucker, he's going to get another blue ribbon. You're crushing it, dude.
Yeah. Unfortunately, it's not going to live long, but, I'll get that new DLC. I'm excited to play it. It's called, the Heavy Metal DLC. It's supposed to add,
nice.
Big old machine guns. It's going to be fun.
Oh, sweet. Yeah, they really get you with these taking away your blue ribbons with the DLC.
Yeah,
because the one that I complained about before, House Flipper 2. I took mine away when their Scooby-Doo DLC came out, and they just came out with another DLC, and I'm like, damn, now I'm way behind.
Yeah.
So
yeah. I prefer the way that PlayStation does it, and I assume Xbox does the same way. Once you get that platinum trophy, it shouldn't be taken away. You just add to it.
Exactly. Yeah, you're just getting more. If you want to be that completionist and 100% it, that's fine too. But you should have something something to show your accomplishment that you were able to do it at least once. So, very cool. What I've been playing Forza. I talked about it last week, how I was really excited to check out the new Forza Horizon 6, and I've been playing that about I don't know, maybe 6-7 hours on that. Well, that was for the 13-year-olds out there. And it's great. It is really great. It's just so pretty, which is both a good thing and a bad thing for the game, because I'll be trying to race, which is hard enough. I'm just maybe 3 hours into the actual gameplay, I kind of figured out more of how to do the racing without totally without being in last place every time, So once I figured that out, it was great. But now I'm getting lost in the scenery. I just want to look around and just enjoy Japan. It's such a cool setting, and it's so beautiful looking. So yeah, that's a thing that they need to figure out, how I could enjoy it. I guess I could just drive around without being in a race. So maybe I'll do that after. But they do have cool things that are progress the story. There's one thing where I just did yesterday where you could become a food delivery driver, a DoorDasher. Yeah, and it's just you just go and you just pick up food, and then you just got to deliver it. And if you one of the things was this one needs to be mixed up. You know what to do. So I'm drifting and doing donuts all over the place. So yeah, it's cool, man. There's a lot in it. I only have like, oh, I think I've unlocked maybe 8 cars. Somehow I got one. I don't know where I got it from. If it's normal, but it's like a, I don't know, like $1 million super super fast sports car. That like in the races I'm doing, I can't even use it because it's too fast. It doesn't fit on these tracks. But yeah, it's really cool. I am having fun just exploring this world. I don't know, like if I'm not gonna try to fully like complete it and do like the 100%, I don't know like the if I'm gonna be consistently drawn back into it. Like I'm not playing it against friends or whatever. I think there are parts of the story where it does include you with people that you're playing online. I don't know if it's like I couldn't figure out if they were bots or what. They have names like real people would. So,
Yeah,
but yeah, it's a great racing game and it's very well done. The As far as the racing goes, once I figured it out, it's very responsive. I'm learning the tracks and how to handle them and stuff. So yeah, it's great.
yeah.
I like it a lot.
Yeah, I've been looking into this, watching some of the reviews on it and stuff like that, and this one's very enticing. Not only would I like love to cruise Japan and see the beautiful scenery of the game, but also
Yeah,
like I hear there's a ton of cool features that are kind of new, like you being able to buy like pretty much like a bunch of land in a homestead, and then you could customize it into a city if you want, so that you've got like custom tracks and stunts and whatever you want to do with your cars. It does seem like a bit of like a get
yeah,
rich quick simulator. You're instantly like driving Bugattis and stuff like that, and that's been a little bit of a turnoff for me
sure.
from the Forza Horizon series. But for what it is, this has made me want to re up on my Game Pass subscription like nothing else. We'll talk about everything coming to Game Pass along with this in a little bit, but I'm right there. I'm pulling the
Yeah.
trigger, and the only thing keeping me is knowing that it's going to take me like 5 days to download this damn thing.
Yeah, I think it was 120 gigs. So, um, yeah, just take your Xbox into work one day or whatever, and just download a whole bunch of shit, and then take it home. Um, yeah, I definitely think you would appreciate it more because knowing, like, I'm not like a car guy. I don't know a lot. I know you know a little bit more than I do about like these cars, these real world cars. So I think that's cool, and I think fans of vehicles and stuff like that would appreciate it more. Like I just know like my stepfather has like a Subaru ZX whatever. And I just got that car in the game and I was telling him that, like yeah, I'm racing your car, like it's great. So it's cool that that's a feature in there, that all these real world cars. So yeah, it's a lot of fun and definitely like just the scenery in Japan, like along the coastlines, even like the down, like going through the city downtown. It's really fun. It's really cool. I'm
Yeah,
interested to see like how well it really. I'm sure there's probably a YouTube video out there that shows how well it represents real life Japan, and if there's real world things in the game. Forza
yeah.
always does that really well, so I'm sure it exists.
I've not looked that far into that part of it, but I
All
did
right.
see like one example. There's
Uh huh.
there's that dog that like famously went to the subway station after its owner died for like years on end, and they have a little statue for him in real
Yes.
life, like in a plaza, and that's in the game apparently. So I think there's a lot of
Mhm.
little Easter eggs thrown in there.
Oh, interesting. Oh, that's pretty cool. Yeah, yeah. I'll have to. I'm sure there's like a YouTube video, and then I'll just explore all the whole world. Okay. Let's move into our the main features of our show, and let's kick things off with our new releases from last week. All right. First up, we had Yoshi and the Mysterious Book came out on the 21st of May on Nintendo Switch. This is a platformer starring Yoshi, everyone's favorite little dinosaur. He goes into a book, and then you have to discover all these little quirky creatures and see how they kind of react, or how the environment really reacts to them. So each level you have. There's all these different things to explore, to discover, and then you use them to solve puzzles. And they all have some sort of an interaction with Yoshi, with the environment, with the other things in the world. I've been watching this a lot because my son is obsessed. He leading up to this, he made like a little paper link chain counting down the days until this was released.
Huh.
And then he got it day of, and then played it like all day. This is when his mom was out of town, so I was like, yeah, just whatever, play all night. And then he like beat it. Well, he thought he beat it the next day. Turns out there's more after the story, and now he's working to 100% it. But he is obsessed. It looks very cute, and it's I think it's more of a simple game, more for kids or people that like simplicity. It's not a very challenging title, but it is very cute and very clever, and lots of cute stuff in there. So just another one to add to that Nintendo Switch 2 lineup. It's getting bulkier, it's getting meatier. What do you think of this one?
Yeah, this one's interesting. Like it's giving me vibes of going back to, what is it, Yoshi's Island back on the Super Nintendo, but also way more like a Paper Mario. And I think that's the idea. The art style's like paper or colored pencil style, and then the animation has like a low frame rate kind of choppiness to it.
Yeah,
but on purpose, I assume, unless the Nintendo Switch just can't run the animation or something. But it looks interesting in that way. Not quite like every game you see out there these days. I don't know about if this is like a pickup or a system seller for me, but I'd have to ask my wife and see if she's into that.
Yeah, it's definitely one that like it's just you'll smile the whole way while you're playing it, but it's not like something that's gonna last. I think when you're done with it, I think you'll be done with it, and I don't think there's too much to it, So, but yeah, it's got a 79 on OpenCritic, which is lower than I'd expect for a first-party Nintendo game. They're always pretty well received, but still pretty great for a new title. All right, next up, Zero Parades for Dead Spies came out on the same day, May 21st, on PC. This is from the creators of Disco Elysium. It's another one of those CRPGs. This one is an espionage role-playing game with it's got the same kind of tabletop elements. You roll dice to see if you succeed at certain things. And it's just like very similar to Disco Elysium, in that it's just a ton of dialogue. That's pretty much the main game. And it's all fully voiced too. So that's really great. But it's, you don't have to read the whole thing. I know that's a tough go for some people. But that's where the role-playing game aspects are. It's not about, your strength or your might or whatever like that. It's about, being able to, have better chances during those dialogues. This one, it's an espionage game, so you're trying to get information. So a lot of that is done through the different points of dialogue, and like the skills that you can upgrade will help you to get different answers or different solutions to solving the problem or getting what you need to get. It's pretty interesting. I like that, but it definitely is just it's a book that you play and you roll dice. It's not for everybody, but I know there are a lot of fans of Disco Elysium, widely considered to be one of the best in its genre. So I think this one's going to do really well. What do you think of these games, and specifically this one?
I didn't play Disco Elysium, but I mean, if this is fitting into that category of like CRPG, I did play Baldur's Gate 3, and that's kind of my only experience with it. I feel like that has primed me to be ready for a game like this. Yep. Maybe not this one exactly, but something like this. And I've seen a few that do look pretty cool. Different, like there's like a cyberpunk one that I was looking into.
Sure, yeah.
And I may get into one of these days, but it's a little bit of a change of pace from the games I'm used to play.
Yeah, very literally a change of pace. It's all just really, you just kind of go at your own speed. The gameplay is just, making choices pretty much and seeing how best your outcome will happen. So, This one is currently at an 83 on OpenCritic. So not the the game changer that Disco Elysium was, but still, people fans of the genre are really going to enjoy this. And then last up, Lego Batman Legacy of the Dark Knight came out on May 22nd on PS5, Xbox, Nintendo Switch, and PC. This is the latest Lego game. It's from TT Games. You know, they've done all the big Lego games prior to this. This one is it's like the best game for Batman fans. It's got like all the stuff from like a ton of the comics, all the films, and it dates from like young Bruce Wayne kind of up to the whole thing. You've got him, every iteration of Batman. It's like included in here. And then, like all the Lego games we played, this is just, it has tons of different collectibles. There's Batmobiles, different bat suits, different characters you could get. I think you could play as, I think I read 7 different characters throughout the game. And then, like, the kicker, the thing that, like, kind of makes it different, makes it more exciting, is that this has the Arkham fighting style, like that chain, like combo based, like, style from all the Batman Arkham games, which is one of my favorite fighting styles. So it's very, very cool. The one negative thing that I've read from people is that it is missing, like, people that are fans of the Lego genres, there's always so many collectibles. And this one being like for the true Batman fan, it should have everything. And they're saying there's only a few Batmobiles that you could play, and then like they wanted more costumes, just more. If it's gonna be the legacy of the Dark Knight, they feel like it should have more. But I mean, there's a ton of shit in there, so beggars can't be choosers. Come on, let's take what we could get. It's got an 85 on OpenCritic. It looks great. Currently, so I almost bought it this week. Again, I was looking for something to do. I almost bought it, but like these Lego games, man, it's hard for me to pay. Like, I think it's $70 for this is full price right now, and I know that they always go on sale and pretty regularly. So I'm like, I'm just gonna wait. I'm gonna wait for the next sale. What are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, it's also a 10 out of 10 on Steam right now. I was looking into it because I have kind of fatigue from all these Lego games and them all being very much the same. But I watched that trailer, and you get some vintage Batman, and you get the song "Kiss from a Rose" by Seal, and I thought, okay, we are bringing the exact energy to this that this game needs. And I started getting really excited about this and wanted to play this game. So I also looked into some of the negative comments, because you just see a barrage of like 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, maybe not all completely warranted. Yeah. And then on the other hand, you got people giving it a 1 out of 10. And based on their review, I'd say that's not warranted either. So, this is probably rightfully somewhere in like the 8 or 9 category if you averaged all these things out. But yeah, a lot of the same complaints I was reading about. They say it's a really good Batman game, but a lackluster Lego game if you like that formula of the Lego games and the way you collect things and what those things do for you in the game. But that said, like, if this goes on sale somewhere down the line, like all these Lego games eventually do, and it's like $10 or $20, hell, I might just pick it up to play it.
Yeah. Yeah, I even think like my price point is probably like $30. Just because I am a big Batman fan, so I think I'll get a lot out of it. And it is something that, I didn't look to see if there's couch co-op. I know a lot of these games do have that. Did you say there is?
Yeah, it's a split screen. And somebody said it's not great on the PlayStation, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. All right, I'll have to look into that more, because yeah, that is definitely a selling point. If I could, play it with my son. Well, I'll have to look into that, but yeah, it's this one. I don't know if I said it's 85 currently on OpenCritic, so getting great reviews. So yeah, I'm excited to see, and if they have any plans for like to add more stuff with DLC or other packs where you get more costumes or more Batmobiles or more story elements, because there's so many. The Batman, the Rogues Gallery of enemies is huge. You could add so much content to this.
So I did see that they were kind of complaining about the price point, 95 euros, whatever that translates to in USD.
Mhm.
They bought like the ultimate edition that has all the future DLC. So I believe that is planned, and maybe that's
Yeah,
part of why there's not a whole like splattering of content right this second. They're probably saving a lot of it for that DLC.
sure. Yeah. Oh, that's good to know. Yeah. So that's the other problem now. I'm like, shit. Well, now, like, okay, I'm already waiting for a sale. Do I want to wait for that, like, um, the collection? I guess if that deluxe version goes on sale, that might be the move. You get all the future DLC. I don't know. There is
Yeah.
a like a Sony sale coming up. I'll look for that. I think like next week it starts, or actually a few days. So yeah, that might be the move. All right. Anything else?
That's it for new releases.
All right. Let's move on to our news of the week. All right. Something I never thought would happen. Destiny is coming to an end. This comes from Jason Schreier and Bloomberg. You know what? I'm just going to read the statement from Bungie before we talk about anything. For almost 12 years, we have had the joy and honor to explore the Destiny universe with you all through all the ups and downs, surprises and triumphs. Building Destiny alongside our players has been a monumental privilege. While our love for Destiny 2 has not changed, it has become clear that after the final shape, we have reached the time for our shared worlds, shared worlds and Destiny to live beyond Destiny 2. As our focus turns toward a new beginning for Bungie, we will begin work incubating our next games. To that end, on June 9th, 2026, we will release the final live service content update for Destiny 2 to begin that new journey as a studio. Though active development may be concluding, we will ensure that Destiny 2 remains playable just as the original Destiny is today. Many changes in this final update will aim to ensure that Destiny 2 is a welcoming place for players to return to. We're proud of Destiny 2, the places it took us, and the legacy it has created. Because of you all, our universe is vast, built on years of shared stories, adventures, and victories. From the Cosmodrome to the Pale Heart to the Lawless Frontier, we have forged lifelong memories and friendships with you all. We are incredibly grateful to everyone who made that journey with us. From the deepest parts of our hearts, thank you, and we'll see you in the stars. So yeah, man, 12 years of Destiny now have come to a close with no word on if there will be a Destiny 3. Jason Schreier says that it doesn't seem likely currently yet, as there's nothing in production, nothing being kicked around, and the Destiny team looks like they are going to be laid off going forward. So it seems like Bungie is going to be focusing on Marathon with whatever team they kind of keep from the Destiny side. And then yeah, layoffs to the remaining Destiny developers and stuff. So what's your take on this? Were you ever a Destiny guy?
I don't remember if I touched on Destiny 2, but I definitely played Destiny 1 when it came out.
Yeah.
Um, yeah, all things considered, I guess these days we just have to be happy that they're not going to like be shutting the servers down immediately. And you're
Yeah.
never going to be able to play this game you've sunk thousands of hours into getting all that best armor and stuff.
Yep.
As far as I can tell, they're keeping servers up. The game will still be playable. You can still buy it today if you want to. So that's a good thing in this day and age.
Yeah. Yeah. In fact, I mean, it's cool. They're going to be doing, putting everything into one single purchase called the Destiny 2, the collection. And it has every campaign, dungeon keys, the 30th anniversary pack, and more. So I like that they're keeping it playable and making it accessible for everybody that wants to play the offline content. Which it's a good game, man. Like I loved Destiny, the first Destiny. I didn't get into Destiny 2 as much because my friends that I played it with moved on. So of course, then it's harder to play it as a solo person.
Yeah.
And I would absolutely look forward to like a new Destiny if they're able to, and just kind of shake things up a little bit. I still say it to this day that Destiny was some of the tightest, most enjoyable multiplayer that I've ever played, as far as like just like a shooter. And if they just like simplified, if they just took out all the nonsense and just simplified it and gave me like a free to play multiplayer game, I would love that. Like I don't know if there's other people that are like me that would enjoy that. You know, take out the caves and all this this stuff that you do. Just give me the multiplayer because I thought it was so good. You know, you get the floating with the jetpacks and sliding, and then like the gunplay was so. Oh man, it's sad that is going to be gone. I never got into much of the raids and all that stuff, but man, that multiplayer was tight.
It was, yeah.
So, yeah, and it's interesting, like now, like to move from Destiny, obviously that ran its course to now like Marathon, which we're not going to get. I'm already saying it right now. We're not going to get as big of a legacy as Destiny was with Marathon, and in fact, I don't know how much longer that game has left in it. So hopefully, the Destiny team joining up with them and can, inject some sort of something into Marathon to make it more
right, because I honestly can't even tell you what Marathon is at this moment. There's so many of these games. It's like every other day. I'm assuming it's like some kind of extraction shooter or
probably
kind of like Concord or something. That's the association. That's a bad association to have, and it's kind of a we talk about layoffs every other day, and it is a shame that these people couldn't just be transitioned over to the Destiny 3 team and get the ball rolling. And in 4 or 5 years, we see the next best thing coming out of Bungie to talk about. I don't know. Is this they sealing their own coffin here?
Yeah. I don't know. It seems like I did see, the Bungie, the acquisition of Bungie from Sony has been, they had their like financials come out recently, and that was like a big thing. That was a big loss for them. A big loss. So yeah, I don't know what this means for Bungie. It's not good that there's not another project in like the works for them. I don't know, but hopefully it's not the end. All right. Talking about Sony, there was recently a state of play announced June 2nd. We have to look forward to. It's going to be at 2 Pacific, 5 Eastern. It's going to be on YouTube, Twitch, TikTok. And then if you have an Alamo Draft House in your area, they're going to be showing it there as well. So you could go. I think it's a free entry, but you got to get a ticket, and they're very limited, so you could go watch that with the group. That sounds cool. Like it sounds like a lot of fun going to a huge movie theater and watching this state of play. Not much revealed about what's going to be shown. They did say it's going to run for more than 60 minutes. It'll feature updates, announcements, and gameplay reveals from top studios around the world, starting off with a closer look at Marvel's Wolverine from Insomniac Games. So I'm excited. All you had to say was Wolverine, and I'm like, ooh, baby. Yeah. What are you excited for this?
I don't put all of my eggs into any one basket these days, from PlayStation, Nintendo, Xbox, PC, none of that. So it's another state of play for me. But
what if I told you
something
GTA 6 was going to be shown?
Is that real?
I'm just saying, hypothetically, what if we start this? Let's start this rumor. GTA 6 at the Sony State of Play, June 2nd.
God, I don't know if
let's see if we can get the AI algorithm to pick that up and drop that out there.
Oh, man. We're going to be the source of so much disinformation and 15-year-olds making YouTube videos on speculating on this. Yeah. If that were to be the case.
Release date announcement.
I think we already have the release date. I think they
I know we do.
We know like November this year. But we're waiting on trailer 3. That's supposed to be right around the corner, and that's going to be very, very hype if that comes out.
Yeah.
I just don't know that it's going to be at an industry-specific event like this.
Yeah, they love PlayStation, though. Like, they're always, like, PlayStation always, has it first, and I don't know. I'm putting it. I'm saying it. I'm making that
Yeah.
call. I think we're gonna get something from GTA at the State of Play. I don't know what else we'll get. I would like to see more Control. I know that's a big one that I'm looking forward to. Maybe we'll see more of that new Naughty Dog game, Intergalactic, the Heretic
The
Prophet.
Heretic Prophet?
Yeah. That would be sweet. I just want more. I want more of everything. But yeah, I'm very excited. This is going to be a whole event for me. June 2nd. Put it on your calendar. And we'll be talking about it all right here on Gaming News Weekly. Before we shift away from Sony, we got some it's not great news, but it's not terrible news. But we do have a PlayStation Plus price hike, although it is a tiny one. It is still a price hike. So starting May 20th, PlayStation Plus prices for new customers will increase for the 1 month subscriptions. It'll go up to $10.99 USD, and the 3 month subscriptions will go up $27.99. So I think it's just going up $1 a month, which is still considerable. If you think about how many people have this subscription service, how PlayStation forces you to have this subscription service to play any games, and then they're like, okay, here also you have to, we're raising the price. That's the part that doesn't sit great with me. Sure, it's only $1 a month, and that's for just these ones. I don't think the annual plans are changing at all, but the fact that they force you to have this and then can mess with the price, I don't like it. Not a fan.
Right.
Give me your take.
Well, is Game Pass not in the same category now? Because Game Pass is like your Xbox Live now, right? The basic one?
Right. It is. Yeah, I think, yes, I think you're right.
So I think the same thing's going on over there, except for they just finally decided they needed to reel the price back in. So this price is going up while that one's trying to come down. And I think this is still the cheaper option between the two.
Yeah.
$10.99 a month. Yeah, other than like the Game Pass basic tier. So
right.
I don't know. It still seems worth the money.
Yeah, and this is the, I think every month you get the three games, similar to the whatever the Game Pass thing is, where that one they add a few games,
whatever games with gold has morphed into.
Yeah. So yeah, everything's going up. I mean, it's just, I don't know. Everything's going up in price. According to this, it's due to ongoing market conditions. Except what?
Except Game Pass. It's going down in price.
That's true. That's true. Well, that one already went up as high as it could go, and now it's got to come back. Maybe that's the move. You just piss off a whole bunch of people at once, and then you just pretend like you're doing it for them. Well, speaking of Game Pass, we did get the most recent, the second wave for May, the list, and some good games on there. So let's check it out. All right. Let's see. Here we go. Available now. Forza Horizon 6, Dead Static Drive, My Friend Peppa Pig. All right. And listen, I'm going to preface this. These are on all different versions of the Game Pass. So there's Ultimate, Premium, PC. If it's a day one game, that's only available on Ultimate. But the rest of these are available on the Premium service. So I'm just going to say that now. So I'm not going to go through each one of them. And then Pigeon Simulator, Remnant 2, Winterborough, all available now. Luna Abyss was a day one title that came out May 21st. This one I almost tried the other day. It looks interesting. It's a first person bullet hell action adventure kind of game. And then coming soon, Escape Simulator comes May 26th. I played the second one of this. Great if you like puzzles, escape rooms, that sort of thing. Echo Generation 2 comes out May 27th. This is another day one game. I never played the first one, but I do see the word deck building in there, so I'm intrigued. The Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition comes out May 27th. Crash Out Crew comes May 28th. This is like another, I don't know if it's like another friend slop game. Kabuto Park also comes out May 28th. This is a cute game where you collect bugs. I showed that to my son. He's very excited. Final Fantasy VI comes June 2nd. And then Jurassic World Evolution 3 also comes out June 2nd. And then real quick, leaving at the end of the month, Against the Storm, Crypt Custodian, Metaphor Refantasio, Persona 4 Golden, and Spray Paint Simulator. So you've got another week to play those games before they are gone. All right, what's Full Clip's take on this month's Game Pass games?
I'm going with the heavy, like 9 out of 10.
Damn.
Yeah, on this, or 10 out of 10 maybe. I think this is a banger of a drop, and 10. I was already sold. Forza Horizon 6, I told you, like, this is the closest I've been to just re-upping and downloading a game for Game Pass specifically in a long time. But when you throw Peppa Pig on top of it, well, but, you know, Pigeon Simulator, Winter Burrow, several of these, Kabuto Park, I'm down for a cozy game.
Yeah.
You got a little bit of everything for everybody at every stage of AAA to indie here.
For sure.
And I think it's a great month.
Yeah, it really is. I mean, and then, like, you know, and we're discounting, like, the big games that, like, the Outer Worlds Spacer's Choice Edition. Like, the Outer Worlds is, like, a huge game that everybody loves. So it's like, that's one, if you've never played it, like, that's also coming to the thing. So, yeah.
For all the Fallout fans and people familiar with the, well, shit, now I'm blanking on it, Bethesda and Obsidian, the gameplay style, it's right there. You're going to love it.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there is a lot, and definitely, like, yeah, I think out of all these, I'm excited to, I don't know. I'm like, the one I'm playing right now is the one that I'm most excited about, the Forza game. It's so good. Mm-hmm. So yeah, I definitely think just for Forza would be great. But yeah, I'm going to try this Echo Generation 2. I got to look into it and see if I need to play the first one. But the way, like, a sci-fi deck building RPG Odyssey, I'm like, what? How have I not heard of this? So, yeah, I gotta check it out. And then, yeah, like I said, I showed my son the video of Kabuto Park, and he's like, this looks weird. And he's like, it looks awesome. Because there's, like, you collect bugs, and then he likes anything with an encyclopedia in it, and this has, like, a bugopedia. But then you have to train your bugs to fight other bugs, so it gets a little crazy. So, yeah, I'm gonna give it like a 7 out of 10. I'm not as high as you, but it's still a great month for Game Pass subscribers. All right, next up we got a new game coming out. Like, by the time you watch this, listen to this, it will be out in early access. A game called Paralives. The more I say it, it sounds like I'm saying paralyze, which I don't know if I love the title. But it is it's a life sim sandbox game, very much like a Sims style game. It's coming into early access on May 25th, and it's got, like, everything you want one of these games. The character creator, you could build and design your own home, including curved walls. They're really selling that curved walls thing. But then you get a job, or you could, you know, focus on your love life. Basically, you're just, you know, you're building a story for these characters that you create. As our resident life simulation specialist, what are your thoughts on this one?
Yeah, with the Sims, it's a franchise that's been handled in a certain type of way that everybody who's played the games and sees what they're trying to do with the DLC will understand instantly. People wait for the Sims killer. We always talk about the Sims killer, not because you want to see the Sims die, just you want to see somebody rethink this and do it better and handle it better and not try to charge you like $5,000 for all the DLC stuff. And I think, you know, this is probably one of the closest ones we've seen so far. This looks like a Sims game without the little green diamond above the head. I'm sure that's like a copyright thing or something. But otherwise, this looks good. It looks like even from the beginning, like they have this whole intro where you're on a train. You can see these different families. You can edit it. You can kind of get a sense of the dynamic that you're going to have going into it and choose any of these families and start their life. Or just create something completely from scratch and start a new household, everything. Mm-hmm. It looks really promising. I've not seen a lot of stuff. A lot of the first gameplay for like influencers and stuff has been coming out over the last 24 hours. So I'm interested to see more, and hopefully this one catches on and gets some traction.
Yeah, you aren't wrong, man. We have brought up the idea of the Sims killer multiple times, and they always just they have not made it to release yet. So this one is the closest. I'm very interested to see what the response that it does get in comparison to the other Sims games. It looks beautiful. It looks like the stories that you can kind of generate are intriguing. We'll see it in the mechanics of it, how that all works out. So yeah, they already have so it's going into early access. So it's limited as far as content, but they also have a huge roadmap of things that they're planning to have out by the end of 2026, and there's a lot: pets, pools, weather. So yeah, man, this could be it. I showed it to my wife, and she was like, "Well, I just want to play The Sims," and I'm just like,
right,
this is
and it is. The Sims is a free to play, and it's got that going for it. But I mean, why don't we have a Sims 5 by now? Why don't they ever take the next step and make that game better than it is, without having to sell it to you every single time? Yeah. Give you Katy Perry. Did I say that right? Katy Perry DLCs.
Ooh, I didn't know about that. I'm not playing Paralives until at least we get the Billie Eilish DLC. I'll tell you that much.
Well, that'll sell it.
All right. Well, let's move on to our segment called Full Clips Freebies. Take it away, Full Clip.
All right. Yeah. So, Car Mechanic Simulator 2026 is right around the corner. There's already a demo out for it, and the expected release is this year. So, of course, they're trying to drum up some interest in that. So, Car Mechanic Simulator 2018 is free on Steam. You have until Wednesday at some point in the day to claim that. It's a great game. That was my first experience, and I put so many hundreds of hours into these games between 2018 and the 2021. Now, 2021 is the better one.
Okay.
But you can find it on sale. If 2018 strikes your fancy and you want to just take it another step further, grab 2021 or just try out the demo for 2026. It's a whole different ball game by the time you get to this year's release. But 2018 is a good primer to see if you like that style of game, if you want to start simple.
Gotcha.
So that's you got a few days to claim that.
Yeah, that was my question, how it compares. Obviously, it's going to get better every time, is the thought. But yeah, I mean, it's got great reviews on Steam. So I did grab it. Again, I'm not a big car guy or whatever, but I do love the simulator games. So yeah, it was I was glad to pick it up for free, and we'll see. Maybe I'll learn something. Maybe I'll learn how to.
Yeah, same here. And I grabbed it for free through this as well because I got it as one of the free games on Epic, and of course that doesn't carry over to your Steam stuff. So never had it on Steam, but now I do. So that's in case I want to go back, try out mods or something.
There you
It's
go.
kind of nice to have. And speaking of free games,
you gotta go back
on
and
Epic,
100% it.
Yeah, eventually. I don't know if it's worth it. But speaking of free games on Epic, this week, I don't even remember what the other game is. This one was the one I wanted to bring up on the show. Tomb Raider 1 through 3 Remastered is completely free on Epic. You claim it once. You don't have to pay a cent ever. You'll have it forever until the system shuts down, I guess. But looking forward to downloading at least Tomb Raider 2. That's the one that I remember most fondly on the PlayStation demo disc back in the day, and then renting the copy of it from the video store.
Yeah, you just played that part over and over where you have to shoot the dogs. You just love shooting dogs.
Yeah. There's a part you can go to back to Lara Croft's estate and bump into the butler, and it's weird. It was a weird game, but fun.
Bumping butlers. Yeah, there you go. Free games. Go download them. Tell them Full Clip sent you. I mean, you don't really need to tell me anything because it's all you just click on it. Just click on it. You don't need to tell anybody anything. Very cool. That's all I got. You got anything else before we finish up here?
Nope, I think that's it for the week.
That is it. Yes, thank you so much for checking out this episode of Gaming News Weekly. Be sure to head over to YouTube, Pop Culture Playground is the name of the channel. Subscribe there. You could have the the full video version at your fingertips with full HD trailers, our awesome reactions to things. It's very exciting. But if you don't want any of that bullshit and you just want pure, crisp, clean audio, just type GNW into any of your favorite podcast providers, and this show will pop up. Make sure you subscribe there. That way you'll have the show at the ready when you're ready to roll out, like a transformer. You put us on your special transformer that's just a boombox. You put the tape in, bam, you're rolling out GNW style. I lost my train of thought like halfway through me talking about Transformers. So if none of this makes sense, blame the Transformers, but also subscribe on the podcast. And then maybe there's going to be more TikToks soon. So if you still use TikTok, we may also still use TikTok. All right. I think I got it all. If you want to talk more about Transformers, DM me. We can talk about them. And yeah, we'll talk to you later. All right. Bye-bye.